Welcome to Gaming on a Budget. First off, for those of you wondering why I look like some sort of horrible neon pumpkin, my birthday was a couple days ago and my children made me a shirt, which I find delightful enough to share with you fine folks. So, there you go. Enough about the shirt. Quit asking. Now, today we bring you Legendary Encounters, an alien deck building game. And I am really excited. I am a huge fan of the first two Alien movies. Oh my goodness, I love those movies so much. So, I came into this game with a very high expectation that honestly I was not expecting it to live up to at all. But we'll get to my opinions and thoughts and all that later on. The gist of the game is pretty similar to the original Legendary game. For those of you familiar, there aren't a ton of base mechanical differences, but enough to make this definitely its own game. In fact, the box even says, I think on the back, partially compatible with the original Legendary. Now, you'll have the same basic symbols for the most part. The little claws for attack, the little stars, and none of these, little stars for money, or whatever it is, influence, something like that, that the cards will generate for you when played. You know, you'll be building your deck, as with most deck builders. What makes this one really unique and interesting is that not only will the cards be the bad cards, or the objective cards, or whatever you want to call them, hive cards, I believe, actually, be steadily working their way across the board towards the combat zone, but they will actually come into play face down. You won't know what this card is until you pay the indicated scan cost to flip it over. So this card is a complete mystery until it works its way over here, then gets revealed and probably starts doing horrible things to you. Or at best was a good card that because you didn't discover it on time, you have now lost access to. So, it will definitely keep the gameplay moving. Now, you've also got, this time around, your own personal character. These guys, as you can see, have a big old heart symbol there on the bottom, which represents your hit points. Things will be damaging you periodically throughout the game, or striking you and inflicting a certain amount of damage. If that total equals or exceeds your hearts, you are dead, and you are out of the game, with a certain specific exception. Now, there are certain abilities, like say the Medic's special card. Each class has their own special card that they get to start with in their deck. The Medics will allow them to remove a strike from another player, which is fantastically useful. Now, beyond that, you've got your little HQ, is it?
HQ.
Yeah, I think it's HQ in this one. Where the cards available for purchase are, as soon as one leaves the HQ, it's immediately replaced from the barracks over here. In this one, it's not KOing, it's actual killing. This is a much more graphic theme, keep in mind. That's definitely something to be aware of. This is not, old school Batman, Kapowza, Punch, Biff sort of stuff. This is, well, you can look at the player mat here to get an idea. So, you've got the little turn order stuff over here, which, can the camera see this okay? I figure for those looking for the nitty-gritty rules right up front, here's your turn order. Just go ahead and pause it and read that. And yeah, you'll figure out most of it as we go. We will be actually playing through the second movie, Aliens, my personal favoritist that I have saved for just this occasion. I have no idea what these cards are. I've never read them, never looked at them. Very exciting. We will be in Hadley's Hope, the colony, on the planet LV something. I haven't seen the movie in a while. And we'll be trying to complete our 3 objectives here. The first is the Lost Colony. So, let's see, what are you? Objective, kill 3 colonist hosts. So we're going to need to find in here some impregnated, or whatever they call it, colonists, and remove them from this mortal coil. And the rest of that I'm not going to read. It's things that'll come up when we reveal events and the like, so it'll be a nice, nasty little surprise. Yes, Camera Peach?
Sergeants!
Ah, yes. Oh, I forgot to put the sergeants out. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll rectify that momentarily. The sergeants are basically the SHIELD officers, if you're familiar with Legendary. You can play them for 2-star recruit points, stars, whatever you want to call them. But in this one, they are in a face-down stack because each one will have one of the little special symbols you can use for enhancing cards that have a symbol requirement, like, say, this guy here. We've also got 2 really, really cool new abilities on some cards. Coordinate, which lets you play that card on another player's turn to give them the benefit. Very cool. Ah, thank you. And Vigilant, which lets you play the card in front of you where it will sit patiently until you decide to discard it for the listed effect. So you could save it in front of you for several turns. Those are very exciting. They've eliminated the semi-cooperative aspect of Legendary. There is a way to keep score for this, but I think it's even score as a team, which is kind of nice. Makes it a little clearer, you know, what your goal is. You win or you lose together. Excepting 2 amazingly fun little mechanics they included. The ability for someone to get face hugged.
Just hold it straight up.
Hold it straight, okay. The ability for someone to get face hugged, resulting in them having a chest burster, which makes them become the alien player. Yeah, there's actually an alien player deck that you will pull out for someone who has this unfortunate fate. They are now an alien working against you. Which
is what the black symbol on the avatars is for.
Basically,
above the heart.
Yeah, the defense is for attacking another player. Yeah, so basically, if you get a face hugger on you and you can't kill it, and the person next in turn order can't kill it, you get a chest burster card in your discard pile. Whenever you finally draw that, after reshuffling your discard and drawing, you are now the alien player. Until then, you can, you know, fight to the bitter end, I guess, but there's no saving you. You're done.
You have a giant deck.
There's also even a trader mechanic you can add to the game. You can turn this into, you know, a Shadows over Camelot sort of thing, and it, whew, oh man, they worked a lot of fun. And no opinions. This is the intro. Alright, so without further ado, let's get some gameplay going. I think we're probably going to start after the first couple turns for the gameplay, because honestly the first couple turns in a deck builder are hideously boring. It's, you know, have your little $2 in your 2 combat, not do much with either, rinse and repeat. So, we may come in after a few moments just to, you know, keep you from getting like, Radio? We'll be right back.
Buttons?
What?
Buttons?
What buttons?
Never mind. Have fun.
Oh yeah, buttons. That's why we're pausing and being awkward and stuff. Thank you and good night.